Hey Assembly family, I hope you've had a great Sunday or having a great Sunday and spending time together with Jesus. It's my first, I think, video of 2024. It's been really great to hang out with you over the Christmas period. Many of you were able to get together and just hang out, play games, worship, all of that kind of stuff. So I just want to mention what's happening like imminently. So tomorrow we've got our prayer gathering. It's our usual monthly prayer gathering. Should have been last Monday, but that was New Year's Day, so we put it in for tomorrow. So at 7 p.m. in the function room or the upper room of the Riviera. Come together 7 p.m. to worship, pray, press into God's heart. Usual home church gatherings and open houses, or whatever you guys are up to over this coming week. And then on Sunday, week today, we have a corporate gathering all together. So we'll all be coming together and we're going to use it as our Vision Sunday. Every year or most years we normally cast a vision at the beginning of the year. And so we're going to be doing that this coming Sunday. Interestingly, we'll still be in the book of Mark because the passage in Mark, coincidentally or God incidentally, actually fits with one of the key passages we used when we transitioned into Simply Church. So I'm going to use that to kind of recap the basis of what God's called us to be and to do as a church, and then springboard into that into some of the things that we feel that God has been saying in terms of this being the year of revolution. So come along if you can next week to our corporate gathering, 10:30 for 11 as usual. Other things to look out for is we've got we're trying to book in a church weekend away right towards the end of the year, in say October time. We're just narrowing down a couple of possibilities and then we can start advertising, letting you know, but just wanted to put it out there, something to look forward to. And we're trying to do payment plans or whatever and keep it as low cost as we possibly can. We're really working hard on that so that it is available for all of us to come together for an extended period, that kind of week together. Just the last thing that I want to mention, there'll probably be some different things coming out over a little while, particularly as we come to this new year and we start talking about the things that God wants us to do. But just want to encourage you to keep gathering, to keep spending time with God, to keep encouraging each other with the things that He's saying in the good and the bad and all the stuff in between. Keep believing that God wants to work in your life and through your life to those around you. Keep trusting in the gospel to keep working in your life, but also those around you, whether they're family, friends, people you work with. My heart for this year is that we're going to see a growth in people coming into relationship with Jesus this year, and a real bonding together and an increased unity within us as a church. So I do encourage you to be part of that and praying into that and encourage you with that. Encourage you to get involved with things like powwow and tea rooms. As you know, there are our kind of main buildings that we have. I did a video last year and I took you around them. I took you around the tea rooms, took you around powwow, told you about the visions that were behind them. Both are always looking for people to be part of it, to help volunteer, to pray into. Even if you can just give a couple of hours here and there to help those guys out, whether it's to just collect some plates, do some washing, if you're keen to have a bake at something, there's something for everyone really. And it's just another way which we can be church together, help those that are serving within the church. It's a great way to connect with community because there's people coming in all of the time and going out. So I just wanted to put that out there again. I know many of us work or are unable to help, but for those that do have a spare hour, couple of hours, half a day, please do reach out to Pippa or Lucy to help them. And as I've said so many times, just encourage you to go and just be there as well. Grab a coffee there, grab a bite to eat there, be in that place where people from our community are coming in and relationships are being built. Because again, it's just an opportunity for the gospel, and be praying into anything that God's stirring in your hearts about those things. He might give you ideas or things you'd like to see happen or put on. We're super open to whatever God wants. We want to not just do things for the sake of it. We don't want to just put on events and programs, but if God places something in our hearts, stirs something for us to do and to be or to connect with, then we want to hear that as we go into 2024. So that's the main things I want to encourage with. Like I said, lots of different bits and pieces are going to come out over the next few days. Nothing more to say really on the whole Riviera auditorium part. We're still talking to different people at the moment. Our landlord hasn't come back and said any more. Just trying to get as much info and advice and hear God's heart in it as we can. Thank you for those that have been encouraging or been generous with time or finances in that, Lord, in that area. And the Lord really is encouraging and speaking and talking to us through that as well. And so this year, someone asked me today about whether be Giving Sunday. All of those things are on the cards. We're just taking a step at a time, and as God reveals something, we'll then be reaching out to you guys as well. So have an amazing rest of your day. Have an amazing week. I'm sure hopefully see you at prayer gathering and other times as well.